I'm 54 years old, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'm about to destroy every excuse you've ever told yourself for why you're still stuck. You want the glow up, but still live like every day is a cheat day. Not only nutritionally, but spiritually, financially, and emotionally. You're scared of failure, but what should terrify you more is being 5 years older, scrolling TikTok and Instagram, still saying, someday. You've mastered potential, but you refuse to master commitment. You say you want luxury, but your effort is giving clearance rack. You romanticize the future, but you date your bad habits like they're your soulmate. You ask for clarity, but then you ignore it every time it shows up dressed as hard work. You want better, but you keep walking back to average like it's your childhood home. You're not tired from chasing your dreams. You're tired from running in circles around the same excuses. You want the freedom that comes with discipline, but you treat structure like it's punishment. You want success, but only if it fits nicely between your distractions and your excuses. You made a vision board for a life your habits are actively rejecting. You keep blaming burnout, but truthfully, you've been coasting on daydreams and dopamine for months. You say you're serious this time, but the last version of you said the same thing with the same habits. Book a figure it out session, or don't. Hope that helps.
Don't underestimate how fast things can change for you. Don't, because people think that success, takes decades, but the truth is, your life can dramatically change in 6 months if you really get disciplined, if you are really serious, honestly. It's crazy. I used to hate my life. I used to be depressed, lost, had no direction. Now I live a crazy, beautiful, abundant life. I travel the world nonstop and make 6 figures a month. And this was all because I decided one day nobody is going to come save me. I need to save myself. I stopped playing small. I stopped overthinking. I stopped waiting for the right moment. There is no right moment, girls. It's just the moment that you finally get tired of your own shit, your own excuses. And I say this with love, okay? You could literally be one decision, one product, one opportunity, one season of discipline from changing your entire life. It's crazy. You could literally be one chapter away if you just start writing it. So let this be a reminder to just bet on yourself a little bit harder, okay? Your breakthrough can literally happen way faster than you could have ever imagined.
That's what helped me to build discipline. For example, going to the gym. Going to the gym is hard, but being ugly is also hard. Just choose your heart. Working is hard, running a business is hard, but being broke is also hard. What type of heart do you want to have? Sexy and rich and fit type of heart, or broke, dusty and ugly type of heart? Because either way, it's gonna be hard.
I saw somebody on here say this, but if you lack self-discipline, you do not take yourself seriously. And that is the truth. Like, if tomorrow you tell yourself you're going to wake up early, work out, eat healthy, and you just don't do it, you do not take yourself seriously. You don't take your words seriously. You don't take your goals seriously. And I think that sometimes it's so easy for us to overlook this because it's like, who are we answering to, right? Like, we made that promise to ourselves and then we don't show up for ourselves, right? But imagine if you made plans with a friend tomorrow. You were going to meet and you were going to hang out, you're going to go on a walk, whatever it was, and your friend just didn't show up. They didn't tell you why, they just didn't show up. You would not want to be friends with that type of person because their actions showed that they don't take you seriously. They don't take your friendship seriously. They don't take your plans seriously. They don't take your words seriously when you make plans. You wouldn't want to be around that type of person, right? We do that to ourselves all the time. Every time that you say you're going to do something and you don't show up, you are essentially telling yourself that you do not take your own self, your own word, your own goals seriously. And I feel like once I finally realized that, it clicked and I was like, okay, even if I don't want to do this, I told myself I was going to, so I have to show up, because if I don't take myself seriously, how is anybody else going to take me seriously?
I don't want to sound like a bitch, guys, but being disciplined really isn't that fucking hard. Make a plan for yourself and fucking stick to it regardless of your fucking feelings. If I tell myself I'm going to hit my protein, my macros, I'm going to walk 10,000 steps every single day, I'm going to lift 4 to 5 times a week, and I'm going to hit core every single day, what am I going to do? I'm going to do those things because I told myself I was going to do it. So why would I tell myself I'm going to fucking do it and then not do it? Treat yourself like someone you love. If you tell your friend, oh, I'm going to show up at 6 p.m. and then you don't show up, that's fucked up. You wouldn't want your friend to fucking do that. So why would you do that to yourself? If you tell yourself you're going to do something, fucking do it. Do you love yourself? Do you care about yourself? Yes? Okay, then do the things that you said you were going to do to better yourself. It's really that simple, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. Okay, sorry. That's not my tagline, but
Lack of discipline makes you ugly. I know that's a big pill, a hard truth. But I had listened to this really good podcast episode. It's funny, but it's real and raw about this exact thing. A lack of discipline makes you ugly. And he breaks it down into two buckets, and how others see you and how you see yourself. And when it pertains to how others see you, at the end of all this, it really boils down to respect and confidence, right? More respect, more confidence equals more attractiveness. And there's really no way around building confidence but to go through hard stuff. And I talked about this in my other video. You have to choose your heart. Like, there's no way around it. But he uses the example of having a nice body or being really fit. And he said that is one of the biggest silent flexes, because it shows that by going to the gym, you have discipline, you know how to value consistency, you can do hard things, you can do things even when you don't feel like it. And it just shows like you really care about yourself, and you do it through discipline. And he compared it to having a Rolex, right? Having a Rolex on your wrist doesn't necessarily garner respect, but it lets people know you have a lot of money. But that's not the same thing. Respect is earned. And so when people see that you have a nice body and that you're in the gym every day, it means that you hold yourself to a high regard. So they also will hold you subconsciously in a high regard as well. Essentially, people will assess you based on your habits with yourself. This could be your relationship with food. This could be how many times they see you choose comfort over your goals or the things that you need to do. And this is the same with achievements, right? We see this all the time. The more achievements that you are perceived to have or that you have, the more respect is given to you. That's just kind of a societal norm. Now, when it comes to how you view yourself, of course, it again just goes back to respect and confidence. And a lot of this is really building self-trust. When you are disciplined in your goals, you build self-trust, you build confidence, you build the ability to do hard things. And at the core of that, when you build self-trust, when you know that you are reliable and you can do the hard things, you essentially become unstoppable. Like, your confidence is unwavering because you just have built such a good rapport with yourself that no one really can tell you much, because you know you go and get it regardless. Discipline is a form of self-love, like to invest in yourself and to take care of yourself. And the more you invest in something, the more you care about it, the more you aren't just going to walk away or treat it like whatever, you know? Like, if I buy a nice couch, I want to make sure nothing spills on it, and it goes the same for yourself. And the last thing that he touched on was just emotions, right? And we always talk about this, but not letting your emotions dictate your actions, right? Keeping those promises to yourself, and remaining disciplined no matter what your mood or your feelings are telling you that day. Once you realize that discipline and motivation are not the same, like, discipline does not require motivation. You cannot feel like doing something, but you still do it anyway. Again, the confidence in yourself and the self-trust becomes next level. So in all, it's a really good fun episode. I'll put it in the comments. You definitely should go take a listen. Discipline is a form of self-love, and you really have to look yourself in the mirror and say, okay, how much do I value myself? And if you're telling me you really value yourself, then you better walk it like you talk it, and the proof better be in the pudding.
Coming from a former lazy girl, let me tell you that you already have discipline, okay? You are disciplined, just not for the right things. You can scroll on TikTok for an hour without even blinking. That's discipline. You can binge a whole Netflix season in one sitting. That's discipline. You can stay up till 2 a.m. partying with your friends even when you're super tired. That's discipline. And trust me, I was in your shoes. I would always tell myself, I just don't have discipline. I don't know how to be consistent. And the truth is, you and I, we have discipline. We've just been putting all our discipline in the things that we know that drain us instead of actually are good for us. By the way, I'm Lena, your go-to girl to teach you how to stop wasting your life and actually start living it. So if you're not already following your girl, what are you doing? Go follow your girl right now. Imagine if you just take that same focus that you do to scroll and scroll for hours into hitting the gym like you said you would, finishing your side hustle, reading a book, waking up earlier. I'm telling you, your life would look completely different after 3 months. And how do I know this? Is because I did this. I used to waste so many hours just scrolling and comparing my life to other people, watching other people live the life that I wanted. And I'm telling you, once I started being intentional with putting my discipline into the right things, I hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I lost 30 pounds. I moved into my dream apartment. I did not think it was possible, so let me be your proof. And it does not take a special person with crazy discipline. Okay, I'm not. Just start being intentional about where your energy goes and stop wasting your discipline on things that don't serve you, and really just lock in on your own life, and you will literally just see your life transform. You got this, girl. I believe in you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.